Hello and welcome. If this is the first time you are seeing one of my videos, I normally discuss things affecting Africa and Africans. Today, I want to talk directly to Africans all over the world. My dear African, I have a confession. Something has been upsetting me for a long time. Today, I want to finally spill it. I hate being identified as a Nigerian. Don't go anywhere, stay with me. In 1984, the country sitting right above Ghana on the African map changed its name from Upper Volta, Upper Volta, which has no deep meaning. They changed its name to Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso means the land of incorruptible people. I've seen it interpreted as the land of honorable men or the land of honest men. All that mean round about the same thing, the land of honorable people. It's a name that someone can relate to. It's a name that people can be proud of. It's a name that people can be inspired by. Now, leave Burkina Faso, travel sideways to the most populous black nation on earth, an area now called Nigeria. According to the records, on January 8, 1897, I don't even know if it was in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. I don't care. Anyways, on that day, some British lady who was a girlfriend to the colonialist Frederick Lugard named that area Nigeria. Some have said it was inspired by the River Niger. I've recently heard that it was inspired by the N-word. I don't even care. The fact is that it has no meaning anyone can relate to, no meaning people can be proud of, no meaning people can be inspired by, like Burkina Faso. Now, I know some people don't care about names, but to me, names are very important. In the African culture, names are very, very important. The name of something, the name of a person, the name of a place is the greatest connection, the greatest identity and uniqueness that thing can have. We Africans are aware of this. We are fully aware of this. That's why we attach so much importance to names. You can hear African names. You can see that there's a lot of meaning to it. Sankara, a true African, realized that Upper Volta was useless as a name. He changed it to Burkina Faso. In the past, and even in the present, names represent a big identity as to ownership and lineage. Nigeria, for example, is a slave name. So how can I be happy bearing a slave name? As much as I can stick to my individual African name, my passport, my identity still says Nigerian. How can I continue to bear a name given to me by the girlfriend of a colonialist? Doesn't make any sense. When are we going to wake up and start changing these things across Africa, not just Nigeria? I feel so ashamed every time I hear that name Nigeria or Nigerian because it's a slave name. You should be feeling the same. Think about it. As Africans, as African countries, there's no way you can tell me you are serious about freedom. There's no way you can tell me you are serious about putting slavery behind you when you still bear slave names. In schools, when I was growing up and when many of us were growing up in Nigeria, we learned about how Flora Shaw coined Nigeria. It was portrayed to us as something very intelligent, something groundbreaking. Someone carved out the name of the country. It was never portrayed to us that actually it was an evil act to not consult a people and just name them, just like your pet, just like you name your animal, or just like you name your clothes or anything else. Up to today, that is how it is still being portrayed. Flora Shaw coined the word Nigeria. Coined what? Coined the word, coined killer there, coined Nigeria. We should take pride in ourselves. We should take pride in Africanness. We should take pride in each other. Take out the name. Yes, you cannot change history. I'm not saying you should go and wipe off history. No. But then, just like Burkina Faso, it should be there that this is the name before, coined in an evil manner. This was coined in an evil manner, or even if you don't put an evil manner, let's be diplomatic. Coined by XYZ But now we realize, after our eyes opened, after we became independent, we now changed the name. It's not too late. We're in 2021. It's not too late. We can start to correct these things in our history. Let's restore pride. You as a Nigerian, are you not ashamed that you were named by the girlfriend of your former slave master? Does it not pain you? In case it has not pained you before, I hope it does from now on. So that at the opportunity we get, we start looking to change this. So that the generations coming can see that and we can restore heroism back into Nigerians. Not that someone coined a name out of nowhere and we accepted it and we stayed like that in a depressed and oppressed manner. Let it be known, let it be seen that we realized this after a while when we stood up and changed it and let that intellectual stuff, let that creativity come back to us. We can coin a name. Why can't we coin a name? Is it only that girl that can coin a name? We too can coin a name. Let's coin a new name. I want to use this opportunity to hail our founding fathers. You know, those Nigerians who fought for Nigeria's independence. They've done their bit. They fought for Nigeria's independence and we got independence. Okay, you can't get everything at once. Things are stage by stage. It's now time for us to upgrade. It's now time for us to get independence 2.0. They got independence 1.0. Let's step up to 2.0. Then, at another stage, 3.0, because there's a lot more to do. There's a lot more to do. The founding fathers, they've given us independence. Well done. I salute them. It's now for us, our generation, to now step it up. To now say, yes, you've given us this. Let's even upgrade it even more. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for African countries to drop their slave names. It's time for African countries to make a bold statement to the world to say, we are no longer slaves. As long as we bear slave names, we are saying to the world, we are still slaves. My dear Africans, I know you watching this cannot necessarily change this, but I'm saying this to you because I'm hoping that one day you will be in a position to be able to change it. And we can all speak with one voice, even now, to start pressurizing our African leaders to start changing these things. And some of us will eventually get to positions of authority. That's what I'm telling you now. In case it's you that become the president tomorrow, in case it's you that becomes the legislator tomorrow, don't say you are not aware of this. Don't say you are not thinking of this. Remember that Oreko Semoye told you, we have to drop our slave names. If you think this makes sense, share it with another African. Share this video with another African. It's high time when we learn something, we shared it with other people so that collectively we can start reasoning in a similar fashion. I know we all cannot have the same thinking, but when there is something good to know, let us all know it so that we can all implement the change we want to see. Many times we look outside the window trying to see whose fault it is. On this channel, I try to stay away from that. I try to not blame Flora Shaw for giving Nigeria its name. She was in a privileged position, she did it. My go-to point is, what can we do today? What can we do today to correct these things? We have to change the name. Nothing stops us from changing the name. Like I said in a previous video, the world will call you what you call yourself. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.